Hi. This kind of video is not normally in my wheelhouse, but I figured since I haven't been posting a lot about my studio updates, mostly because I've been sick and that process has slowed a bit, I thought I'd just show me working on one of my more, fun pieces, and kind of just to talk about why I particularly do it the way I do, because there seems to be a lot of controversy amongst artists on using lightboxes and tracing over your own work. The biggest reason I do it is because I have an art style where I use a lot of heavy lining and I use a lot of ink. So a lot of times I like to preserve the sketch, and even if it's really rough, like in this instance I don't change a lot from the sketch to this particular pencil layer, is because I didn't like how the scales were in my sketch, so I wanted to reline them and reshade them. A lot of times it's easier for me to do it this way and preserve my work, so that way if I mess up, it's kind of like Photoshop layers, but in real life, where I can preserve one layer versus another. And especially if I decide to do an ink style and then I want to re-ink maybe in a color, maybe I want to do a marker color version versus a watercolor version. This is the best way. I can always use a scanner too, but I find that I like to sometimes reline it, rework it. In this instance, I'm actually going over it with pencil over a sketch, because I wasn't sure on how I wanted to do the inking right away, so I wanted to do kind of a test run with the penciling. I end up liking it pretty well, so I'll probably move on to using this particular sketch on the Lightbox later to do inking. But yeah, whether it's controversial or not, this is the way I've been doing it for years. Over 10 years now, actually. This is kind of the way I learned how to do it, because at first I didn't have access to computers or tablets the way I do now. But so if anyone's feeling a little discouraged or unsure about using lightboxes, that's the way I've been doing it for a long time. If you don't consider it art, well, I'm still creating something, and I created the original. The only thing I didn't create is the character, which is Gyarados. But yeah, hope you liked the drawing, and thanks for listening to me ramble.